Welcome, everybody. It's time for the highly anticipated Noah Kahan Top 10 Songs. Surprisingly, these are all from Stick Season Forever, but I just love that album. It's so good. And this is not including anything from his newest album, which will come out in 2026. There's been one single out so far, but I'm not going to evaluate that or not include that in this list, I guess. So here we go. So this is probably my favorite album ever. Um, yeah, just awesome. So let's start with number 10. Number 10 is Call Your Mom. All of these songs, in my opinion, are like if I was making a tier list, these would all be an S tier. Yeah, so Call Your Mom is just so deep and personal, I guess. And yeah, some of the people I really care about, this song means a whole lot to them. So it means a whole lot to me as well. So it's really cool. And then number 9, this might come as a surprise, but number 9 is Stick Season. This is probably the song that made this album famous. And I do love this song, but there are songs that I like more than this at this point. I was a huge fan of, I really got on the Noah Kahan train after the Forever album came out. That added a bunch of featured artists and some extra songs and all that stuff. But the first half of the album I think was the first 14-ish songs I think are what came out on the just Stick Season album. So this Stick Season certainly carried the first part, but I think that there's even better songs now. Yeah, but Stick Season is just an amazing song. So I've just heard it a ton as well, so it probably is less enjoyable at this point. But I've definitely probably listened to this album 100 times. 8th place is Orange Juice. Man, this song is so sad. It's just crazy. Yeah, it kind of just blows me away. You get a really good picture of what he's talking about, and it's kind of just heartbreaking. And I like appreciate how personal it is, I guess. It's a rough situation. Yeah. So, but I love it. And then number 7, we have Dial Drunk featuring Post Malone. So I'm going to be talking, there's multiple versions of some of these songs. I'm only talking about the one that was my favorite, I guess. Dial Drunk is kind of a hilarious song, and then Post Malone's also just awesome. So he makes it even better. And yeah, just a massive fan. And then, so I'd say the most popular ones are definitely Dial Drunk and Stick Season, but I don't even have them in my top 5. Number 6 is Everywhere Everything, which I've always wondered if this is a like reference to Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't know. Maybe someone's asked him, but I don't know that. But anyways, I love this song. This was probably my favorite song that I just like really, really loved from this album. And I'm sure that my top 10 will change over time, but this is what it is for now. Yeah, but Everywhere Everything is such, I don't know, like it's such a creative love song, I guess. So huge fan. And then number 5, we have Paul Revere featuring Gregory Alan Isakov, who I've actually listened to some of his music as well before I ever knew about Noah Kahan. So it was so cool to me when he was on this. But like, what is more like Eastern than Paul Revere, I guess. So I find this album so impressive because he is able to make you feel like the Northeast, I guess, but without doing like any of the really cliche things that you would normally reference, I guess. So I don't know, it's so impressive to me. Like it just blows me away how much I end up caring about these songs, and how much like I can like resonate with the story. I'm from the Northeast, so yeah. Next we have Homesick featuring Sam Fender. This song I just absolutely love as well. I would leave if only I could find a reason. I'm mean because I grew up in New England. Some of these songs just make me laugh so much, but they're also just so much fun to sing. So, huge fan. And then number 3, we have Northern Attitude, not the one featuring Hoser. That one doesn't suck. I just definitely prefer the original better. And yeah, this song just blows me away. If I get too close and I'm not how you hoped, forget my northern attitude. I was raised out in the cold. It's like amazing lines. It blows me away how good these are. And then number 2, we have Forever, which I think is the last song before all of the featured ones. And yeah, this one is just like, I appreciate the like late, I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's like acoustic is how I want to describe it, but I can't actually remember if it's acoustic. But it's like a lot more of like a somber song, I guess. But it's just really, really sweet as well. I just really appreciate it. Yeah. And then my number 1 song is The View Between Villages Extended. This is certainly one of my favorite songs I've ever heard. And I don't even think that like The View Between Villages Not Extended can even compare to this song. It's like such a pump up song. And I think it's like the one that he always plays last in his concert. So obviously everybody loves it as well. Yeah, it's just crazy. It feels so personal as well. So I'm just a massive fan. So anyways, those are my top 10 Noah Kahan songs. Thank you for listening. And feel free to check them out. And I hope you enjoy them.